It's happy time, people. Welcome back to Daily Wrap. It's time for Yay or Nay. And by the way, thanks again. We ran out of time there quickly to Mary Catherine Ham and Guy Benson for joining us tonight. Good stuff. Anyway, first up, the president is getting ready to sign off on a series of executive orders that will help make his global warming agenda more transparent. The new Clean Energy Impact Investment Center, that's bulky, at the Energy Department will make information about the department's green programs more readily available to the public. Transparency is great, but are more executive orders the way to go about this, yay or nay, Ms. Hansen?
No. I mean, I'm tired of executive orders. I'm tired of promises of transparency that we saw last night and we see every day that just don't happen. I don't think that any of it is necessary.
Rick?
Well, the answer to the question is clearly yes, because executive order is how you do that. You may not think it's necessary to do it, or you may not want to see the information, but for those who do, that's how it would be done.
An executive order to waste more money on green energy? Good. We didn't lose $90 billion on Solyndra and A123. We're going to pour some more money in, this time without congressional authority.
Okay. Last word on that, and a definitive one for that matter. Okay. Former NAACP President Rachel Dolezal may be out of a job, but not for very long. The transracial, or whatever she is, 37-year-old, she's only 37, really, boy, I didn't see that coming, is currently fielding offers for her own reality show. This according to Radar. I think we could all agree this is not a good idea, but Rick Unger, Mr. Hollywood, would you watch the show, yay or nay?
I don't watch any of them. So, nay.
Okay, moving on. Okay.
No, I think we're starting to take advantage of someone who doesn't really have it together and is starting to look a little bit nasty. I would not watch.
Hiring an agent, hiring a management team, would you watch the show?
She's the William Hung of the civil rights movement. I don't think anybody's going to take this seriously. They'll watch one episode and it'll be canceled.
That'll be that.
Well done. And the reason why, not that the story isn't completely screwed up to the point where you want to see the train wreck. She just doesn't carry herself very well on television, in interviews or anything, right? She's known for being a liar, and that's basically the extent of her resume. So, yeah, it's not going to happen with the Concha household. Anyway, in a head-to-head comparison of Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump, the differences are obvious. But there's one difference I'm sure none of you would ever think of: the validity of their Twitter followers. Apparently, Mrs. Clinton has the highest percentage of fake Twitter followers, with a total of 35%. This according to an analysis of 12 presidential candidates conducted by Voactive and Twitter Audit, whoever they are. So, who has the lowest number of fake followers? You guessed it, Donald Trump and Bernie Sanders, who are tied for first place, and that'll be the last time that happens, with 10%. And Jeb Bush, who's in a very close second spot, with 11%. Would you buy Twitter followers to make yourself appear to be more popular, Mr. Serious?
No, because people know you're doing it. It's not a trick if everybody knows you're doing it, if we know there are bot followers. And, you know, a bunch of websites have shown pictures of these factories in China with looks like bingo boards of people sitting there with all these used iPhones. If you know people are doing it, it's just cheap.
Agreed. Heather?
You wake up in the morning and you have 30,000 more than when you went to bed the night before.
Somebody may notice.
It's just not, it doesn't make sense.
You have 5 million Twitter followers.
Yeah.
Are they all real?
Not one
Rick?
of them was paid for. I'm too cheap.
Okay, see? Well, there you go. I didn't think
And
he was
I
going to
don't
end that
have 5
sentence that way.
million.
Okay. 50 minutes. Finally tonight, a friend of escaped prisoner Richard Matt is showing us a different side to one of the most wanted men in America, his artistic side. John Mulligan met Matt in prison. As you can see in the video, Matt has quite a collection of paintings by Matt, mostly of celebrities like Oprah, Marilyn Monroe, Julia Roberts, Hillary Clinton, and Martin Luther King Jr. In that video, the president says Matt's artwork represents a waste of talent and what his life could have been had he taken a different path. As you may have heard, Matt and fellow inmate David Sweat escaped last week from a maximum security prison in upper New York State, like Shawshank. Would you ever buy one of his pieces, Rick? Yea or nay? You collect art.
Well, not that kind. I mean, what do I need a picture of any of those people for? I mean, no.
Okay, one of the more famous prison breaks of all times.
No, the picture's a little creepy. If you're
Yeah.
Julia Roberts, I'd be a little bit nervous. I don't want that on my wall.
That's true. Last word.
No. I realize these guys have a lot of time on their hands, but no.
Okay, very good. Well, thank you,
They're
panel,
busy
for
now.
this rather unique show that we had this evening. We appreciate it. Thanks for coming on for the first time as well. We hope to have you back.
I will come back.
Okay, absolutely. Get the invitation together, the written invitation
Done.
this time. None of that
Done.
email
Yeah,
stuff.
I'm gonna calligraphy.
Okay, very good. And Heather, your teeth look amazing as
Oh,
usual.
thanks.
All right, thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Joe Concha, Newsmax Prime. JD Hayward, that's next.